Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you all on here today. Um, Many of you are like, "Hey, wait a minute. Why are we not here at church? What is happening today, Reverend?" Well, I'm not sure if you saw the last message. Um, we were set to have a guest preacher today who was going to bring the word for us, and that preacher was set to do it, and we were really excited. And then yesterday, early afternoon, we all received notice, everyone on our worship team, not the singers, but the Sunday morning that puts on the Sunday service. We discovered that one of our members or one of our teammates who was there on Sunday tested positive for coronavirus. And it's likely that the person may have been contagious on that Sunday. And so the person called us, contacted us, and did contact tracing. And then we as a church did contact tracing for everyone who was present on Sunday, who makes Sunday happen. And as a result of that, we all have gone to get tested. We are all awaiting results, but we are all isolating as per CDC, state of Illinois, as well as Chicago requires for anyone who has been exposed to someone who has coronavirus. I say that to say, don't be afraid, don't be scared, don't be alarmed. We are all right. And so far, I've heard from pretty much most of our team, everyone feels okay. This is out of abundance of caution. With that being said, there still is a service for you. In an hour from this very moment, we will be rebroadcasting a service that we did 2 weeks ago. It'd be like, "Oh, Pastor, why are we rebroadcasting?" Listen, the word of God never goes bad and it never goes wrong. So here's what I want to invite you to do. At 11:03, can you say it with me? 11:03 a.m. That's exactly an hour from this current moment. I want to invite you to come on back to our page. Come back to YouTube, come back to Facebook, and I will share this on my page as well for you to come and for you to come to service. We want you still to come at 11 o'clock today. I wanted to take a moment to get on here at 10 because I knew that pretty much everyone would be logging on at 10 and I'd be able to let you all know what's going on and you would be able to know and therefore be able to know what's going on. And so, listen, don't be alarmed, don't be scared, don't be freaking out and losing it. Oh my God. But we have to take caution whenever whenever these kinds of moments happen. And so don't be disturbed. I feel fine. And so far, what I've heard from the team, they feel fine too. And Lord willing, we all have negative results. That's the prayer. Hold on a second. As you know, I'm sitting in my home office. Wait a minute. I'm sitting in my home office. Those of you who are chiming in, we're so glad to see you. Hey, Mom, good to see you. Kanika and Chris Kimmons, thank you for my hat. I'm covering up my hat because I need to shave my head and I could not go to the store because I'm quarantining. So I had to order razors that got here about 30 minutes ago. So I haven't shaved my head. So that's why I have a hat on. But again, we for those who are chiming in and wondering, why are we looking at your face, Reverend? Apart from the fact that I have a pretty face, don't be mad at it. We are our entire team, our worship team that includes myself, that includes our production teammates who put on the service for you to be able to watch it live on Sunday morning. All of us are quarantining at this current moment because one of our teammates tested positive this week for coronavirus. And so we found out at the latest minute, not the latest minute, but we found out yesterday afternoon. And so in accordance to CDC guidelines, as well as Illinois State Board of Health, as well as Chicago Public Health or Chicago Department of Health, we've all went to get tested, or we are going to get tested tomorrow. There's some of us who are going to get tested tomorrow because some places weren't open or some places the lines were long. and I got tested yesterday and awaiting results. And you know, if we have negative results, then this thing ain't 14 days. But if we got positive results, then we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen for next Sunday. And so again, I say that not to alarm you. These are the days in which we live. For those who are chiming in, I want to invite you to join us back live at 11:03. We will be here and we will be streaming live our worship service, not from my office, but it's a pre-recorded, it's a rebroadcasted worship service, and you'll still be able to come get the word and hear the Lord hear the Lord speak to you. Hear the Lord speak to you. So sorry. So again, you all, everything's all right. Be ye not alarmed. I just wanted to get on when I knew the bulk of you would be here at 10 o'clock, because y'all be coming to church on time. And I'm really happy to see that. And so here we are. By the way, I'm not clearing my throat for COVID. I'm clearing my throat because it was something in my throat. So relax, people, relax. I'm praying for you. I pray your Thanksgiving was well, that you were encouraged by it. I know, I know that it was vastly different. Warm herbal tea with honey for the throat. I promise nothing's wrong with my throat. I literally just I was talking fast, and you know what happens when you talk fast, you need to swallow, and I didn't swallow. And it was just a little bit of, stuff in the mouth that was lodged in the throat area, but we are fine. I say that to say, I hope your Thanksgiving was well. Sister Osa Ford, good to see you. Sister Wanda Lenoir, good to see you. Mr. Baddish, Sister Callum, thank you so much. And Sister Paula Cobb, good to see you. Sister Lois McMillan, thank you. It's good to see you all on here. Sister Cynthia Lewis. So again, just so I know, what time are y'all coming back for service? Tell me what time. You can type it in the comment section. You can tell me what time you're coming back for service. Go ahead. You'll be back at what time? What? Connection issues. So there you go. 11:03. I set the thing in this software to rebroadcast. So it's stream live. So I already 9:56, and then you're like, wait a minute, why is this thing not working? So technology does make life easier. It also can add some kinks to your life. So 11:03, you all, so you can come back for worship, and we will be here to worship the Lord and to praise his name. Sorry about that. Yes, my internet is acting strange as well this morning. I pray you all are well and encouraged and in good spirits. Let's see. And again, for those who are just chiming in, and are wondering why, why we ain't in church? What's happening here? Just to reiterate, we had a yes. You have to wait. Thank you. And so life at home with your kids in the next room. So again, for those who are just chiming in, I saw some names pop up who just popped in. Again, one of our worship teammates tested positive for coronavirus, and pretty much all of us were around. And so we all got tested or are getting tested, and we're all taking precautions to isolate from the world. Hence the reason why I have the hat on, because I didn't get any razors to shave my head. So I don't want y'all seeing all my patchy bald spots. So I said, I'm gonna throw a hat on. So again, we will be back here at 11:03 to worship our Lord and hear the word of God. Be not dismayed. We all are feeling fine, but it's just the steps we take. So love you all. And just so I see it again, I see some of y'all typed it in, but just so I can see it again, what time is church today? Now that's just for today. Next week we back at 10 o'clock, but today it's at 11:03. Tell Deacon Porter, Sister Porter, I said thank you very much. Tell him to keep us in his prayer. He might be preaching next week. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We feel fine. I feel fine. But these are the steps that we take in this world. Let me just say before I leave and give you guys a few minutes, let me tell you what 2020 has taught me. And maybe at the end of the year, I'll recap it. But let me tell you what 2020 has taught me. 2020 has taught me a few things. 2020 has taught me that, one, Jesus's words are so clear when he tells us, don't be concerned about tomorrow because today has its own problems. To seek the Lord for daily bread, not next week bread, but today's bread, because tomorrow has its own problems. What pandemic life has taught me is you can think about the future and you can make plans for the future, but your plans have to always be open to edit, because we have zero control over what tomorrow holds for us. When I say zero, I mean zero. Now, COVID just exposed that, but that's always been true. It's always been true that we never had control over our next day. But we trust the Lord and we make plans. Y'all remember we talked in James, right? In the book of James, where it said, don't, in fact, I'll find the verse for you. I preached it a few weeks ago, so it should still be fresh in my mind. But it talked about, don't swear by anything in heaven and on earth. Don't swear to God what you gonna do. Here we go. Don't swear either by heaven or earth, but let your yes mean yes and your no means no. Because we don't have control over what tomorrow holds for us. And so that's one of the things that COVID has taught me. COVID has said to me, here it is. This is chapter 4, verse 13 to 17. Come now, you who say today or tomorrow we will travel to such a city and spend a year there, do business and make a profit. Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring, what your life will be. You are like a vapor that appears for a little while, then vanishes. Instead, say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. But as it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. So it is sin to know the good and yet not to do it. I read this article the other day that talked about how one of the ways to help people deal with the uncertainty is to plan. COVID-19, as well as all that has happened in the year 2020, which everyone thought would be the year of vision. 2020, this year has presented its own level of uncertainty to everyone, to every single person. No matter how stable people seem, it has revealed uncertainty in life, right? And this article in The Atlantic argued that in order to not allow the uncertainty to mess your anxiety up, or to raise your anxiety, or to cause physical and emotional stress, or to lead you to depression, or to do all these things, this is what he said. He says the best way to ward off the fear and of anxiety is to plan. And that was interesting because it sounds so counterintuitive. It said, you should plan out the future, plan out next week, next month, next year, and all of these things. And I agree with that to a degree. I agree with that. Our finance team met just last week to discuss the budget for our church and to plan that out. Because even though life is uncertain, ministry still has to happen. So we had to plan our budget out. But even in planning it, we planned bracing for uncertainty, meaning thinking about life. This year has showed us that we cannot say what tomorrow is going to be, because we don't know what tomorrow is going to be. All we can do is simply say, if the Lord wills, we're going to do X, Y, Z. And then if he doesn't will it, then this is what we have to do. We have to be flexible. That's right, Mom. Include God in your plans. We have to learn flexibility. And the flexibility in this text, which I'm not re-preaching this text, by the way, the flexibility in this text is in verse 15. If the Lord wills, then we will live or do this or that. We got to learn to be flexible. Some of us are not planners, so we don't plan anything. We just fly by the seat of our pants. But some of us are planners, and we don't like when things interrupt our plans. I don't know about you. I do not like when I am planning something or when I have set my agenda for a day and something interrupts it. I just don't like that because unless it's an emergency stuff is emergency stuff. You know, deaths are deaths. Things like that are what they are. I'm talking about like something just interrupts that, and now I have to quickly change course. I'm a one. Here's a moment of vulnerability, just so you know. By the way, this is not my sermon, but just so you know, just a thing about me. My mother knows as well. Kelly knows as well. I see you, Mr. Badish. That's so true. I am not one who likes my plans to be changed or altered because of the energy I put in whatever that plan is going to be. I don't like it. 2020 has taught me this. Don't make no commitments about anything because you don't know how life is going to pull you back and mess you up. Oh, Sister McMillan, tell your sisters that I love them and I love you all. And we at Compassion love you dearly. And we are praying for you and your family in this time. Please know it, Sister McMillan. We're here for you. And any way that we can serve you, we will. It is taught me, man, to be flexible. Let me give you an example. So many of you didn't know, but many of you knew. It was on Facebook. This week, oh, my head is cocked. I gotta fix it. You know, in Chicago, you can't be wearing your head all broke off. This week, Tuesday night, I laid down in the bed and then I heard this pop, this bang, and this sound of water fizzing all over the place. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is going on? And I look up and my radiator in my bathroom had exploded. It just popped. Now it didn't explode like tear a hole in the wall. It just popped. The radiator like just popped, cracked a hole and sprayed water, black water everywhere. And I was panicked. If you could spell panic, if you could look panic up in the dictionary, you would see my face. I was panicked because I'm thinking water damage. Oh my God, the floor is about to get messed up. Who gonna fix it? How are we gonna do it? Does the insurance cover this stuff? All of these questions are going through my mind. Then ultimately, how do I shut this water off? So I finally figured out. I get the water turned off. Wednesday, I had meetings. I had like a premarital meeting set. I have some students I needed to talk to for their, for preaching class I teach. I had things planned for Wednesday. And all of that went out the window because Wednesday morning when I woke up, what did I have to do? I drove to South Shore Heating and Plumbing to find a radiator. They had it. And then I had to drive to Hillside to get said radiator. I had to clear the rest of my day because it would have cost me $2,000 to have that fixed. Ain't nobody just got no $2,000 sitting on no tree. So then my dad came over against my will, by the way, because I'm like, this is COVID. So we all had KN95 masks. Believe it or not, he was one of the people I called yesterday. I wasn't around really anybody this week other than my wife and kids to say, hey, Dad, somebody I was around tested positive. You should get a test too. So I put on we had KN95 masks. We had to disconnect the radiator from under the floor in the basement, pull the radiator up out the floor, bring it downstairs, take all of the pipes out the radiator, which I don't know if y'all know, pipes are hard to remove. Take all them pipes out the radiator, put in the pipes, and some of them wouldn't come out. Had to go to the store, buy new pipes, put in pipes, a new radiator, hook up the new radiator. And then bam, that was all day. That wasn't done till 9 o'clock at night. Then you had to clean up all that mess. What's my point? I'm not saying that for you to be like, oh, pity pastor. No. I'm saying that to say my entire Wednesday got appended. It got completely turned upside down. because of something I didn't plan. It was something that jumped in that impacted my ability to fulfill all I needed to do for Wednesday. And I think God is teaching me and teaching you something. Shut up, Chris. The point that I'm making, Chris, by the way, Sister Hampton, I'm a planner as well. I am a planner. The point I'm making is God has taught me one thing. Make plans, absolutely. But give room for what you cannot control. And be okay for the interruptions that enter into your plans that you cannot control, because you might actually find God there. Here's my point, man. So again, Saturday, I was looking forward to it. For church on Sunday, our team was getting ready, and some of our team who comes on Sunday morning, says to me every week, this is like my highlight of the week because I ain't doing nothing else at home and I get to see you all. And we really do have a good time on Sunday. I mean, if you know anyone who's a part of that team, we have a good time. Before we go live to you all, we have a time of prayer, and we're praying and begging God to bless you all, to touch you all, to change you all, to grow you all, to bless you all, to build you. I mean, we're praying all of that. We're praying for your mental state. We're praying for your emotional state. We're praying for you. And then, before that, we cracking jokes. That's usually after I've come in very stressed and be like, okay, we got to fix this, and this. And then after the stress has calmed down, then we are, then we go live. And then in between moments, some of what we do, by the way, you probably noted on Sunday morning, is pre-recorded. But we pre-record, and then when the music come in, we cracking jokes. They be like, Pastor Watson, why did you have to say it like that? You almost fell off the stage. And we really do have a good time. And so, it put a hamper in that. But I'm be honest with you, this is also something you didn't know about me, but Trusty Miles can attest to this. My skinny jeans. That's hilarious, Chris. I learned long ago, stop trying to control uncontrollable things and relax. Go with the flow. That's right, Mr. Badish. My one of the funny things that I learned, that I saw, was people who know me, who work with me, like Deacon Lane, Trusty Miles, and even Allison to a degree, will tell you that I actually planned for these kinds of moments. The worship team, as we were building out the worship team, I said to them, I said, Josh, listen, I need you all to record music. Just record it. Every rehearsal, when you rehearse it, record it so that we can have a file of music, so that if we come to a point where the church has to shut down again, I don't have to scramble all over Chicago trying to find music so y'all could sing on Sunday. We need to have that. Bless God for software. This software here had us in a place where we could not have foreseen Saturday. None of us foresaw it. But praise God, at 11:03, for those of you who are just chiming in, at 11:03, we will be streaming live. Well, we're streaming live now, but we're rebroadcasting a service. Don't be sitting here like, I already heard that. Listen, you need to hear it again. And I promise you, as you hear it again, there are things that's going to stand out to you that you missed the first time you heard it. I wish Sister Corny were here in the room, and I know she's here because I saw her type something earlier. Sister Corny will attest to you. When we were having our services live and in person pre-COVID, Sister Corny used to sit sometimes in both services, and she would tell me after service, after both of them, she would say, Pastor, I heard something different in the second sermon that I didn't hear in the first sermon. So the point I'm making is, don't be sitting here like, I heard that. No, you never know what God has to say to you again. And again, part of that is, again, we had a guest preacher coming who was set to preach. And I'll let you in on the backside. Let me pull you into the production room for a second. We never know what tomorrow will bring. You're right, Sister Ford. Let me pull you into the production room. Come on in. You ready? Come into the production room. Come on in. Let me show you a little bit of something about the production room here. So the preacher actually pre-recorded his sermon, and it's recorded. We have the recording, but guess where the recording is? It's at church. It's at church. And everybody who knows how to use it is isolating. So so again, and also it's just his sermon. And we don't pre-record our sermons anymore. When you see me on Sunday morning, that's live. I'm preaching that live from Compassion Baptist Church. But we pre-recorded that preacher because that preacher was not able to come on Sunday. But it was just a raw sermon. There was no talking before it, no talking after. And in order for us to put the talking before it and the talking after, I got to be at the church. And we're quarantined. We're quarantined until they got a negative test. And I'm praying and believing God is negative. And if it's negative, then I'm off this quarantine. If it's positive, then, you know, Deacon Lane in that profile picture. What's that profile picture look like, Chris? But you know, we go figure something out. So anyway, I say that to say we are all right. We are fine. You don't have to be up worried, pacing the floor. I'm not lying to you. I'm not like trying to just steal you. You know, my mama called me yesterday when I texted her. And see, let me tell you something. I told my mama, I said, Mama, y'all stand at y'all house on Thanksgiving, and we gonna have a little video chat. And I went over there to pick up some cake because she made some cake, and I stood outside. She put it on the doorknob. I went and got off doorknob with a mask on and stood off the steps, talked to her from a distance, a passport photo, and talked to her from a distance. And honestly, this makes me glad to know that I did that because, again, in all seriousness, one of my kids just fell and is crying. Well, one of the kids just fell off the couch, apparently. So we had a what I was gonna say is all it takes is one. It just takes one. And it just takes one. His thoughts are higher than ours. You show right on Tish. It just takes one. And and we always have to do it. But again, one of the things that we've been thinking through is as a team is what happens if it happens. And so we try our hardest. That is Ellison or Tish. I don't know what happened. They were in there tussling. I heard them in the other room tussling, and one of them got hurt as always, and went and told mommy. And I could not make out his inaudible words, but even if we don't make room for interruptions, God will do what he chooses. You're so right, Sister Gray. That is so true. He will do it. But even in these moments, we still plan to say, okay, what do we do in times like this? Because these are moments where anything can happen. I mean, you go to the store and catch coronavirus, and one of them show up and blah 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 blah. So we try to keep our production team numbers down very low, keep people spaced out as best we can, and every now and then people have to interact. Everybody wears a mask at the church. No one walks around without a mask. Everyone would tell you who comes on Sunday that they jokingly joke with me about this, that I'd be like, put that mask up on your nose. For reasons like this. One more thing I wanted to say. I know y'all saw the news. Y'all saw the news this morning. I know you did. The first batch of the vaccine landed in O'Hare. Now, statistics bear out. I know that precisely 43% of you all on this line probably are saying, I ain't getting the vaccine. That's not what I'm here to say. I'm not here to convince you one way or the other. I'm simply saying that the first batch of the vaccine arrived in Chicago O'Hare this morning. So again, guys, we're coming to an end of this. Lord willing, we're coming to an end of this. We don't know, but we're praying we're coming to an end of this. It's good to see you too, Andrew. Good to see you. That's what children do, Sister Hampton. You're so right. That's exactly what they do. So, all right, you all. We got roughly 20. I'm sorry, I was about to say 20, 30. We got 30 minutes. 30 minutes until we are live. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving, did you? I'm sure you did. Did some of you, just a show of hands, who ate traditional Thanksgiving food? If you ate traditional Thanksgiving food, just type me. If you ate traditional Thanksgiving food, say me. If you didn't eat traditional Thanksgiving food, say no. Let's see here. So, okay, Sister Bennett, I see you. Sister Jones, Sister Kerr, Sister Thomas. All right, Sister Miles. Sister Miles, it's good to see you. We're praying for you today. Be well and God bless the family. Have a great week. Mr. Baddish, I'll see you in 30 minutes. Sister Torrance, she said, no, I'm in your boat, Sister Torrance. All low carb dinner and keto. Down 15 pounds. Man, that's dope, Andrew. Man, congratulations. Me, kind of. No turkey or dressing. I hear that, Mom. All right. Okay. Most of you all. Yes and no. Okay. No. Okay. Sister Parker, she said, no, I didn't eat a traditional meal. Well, neither did I. Neither did I. I did not eat traditional Thanksgiving food. Yes and no. Marvin said he did. I ate Mediterranean. Interesting, isn't it? Lots of hummus and pita bread. I, like many, boycotted Thanksgiving. I said, if I can't have Thanksgiving with my family members, we're not going. And so we boycotted and we just made Mediterranean food. It was so unthanksgiving of us. We thank the Lord for the bounty and all that the Lord has done and all those things. We did give honor to the Lord for his goodness toward us. But we definitely said, I ain't eating it. Let's see here. So Sister Pamela Jones, good morning from Compassion. Good Sister Pamela, all the way down in Lithonia, Georgia, down the street from New Birth. All right. Okay. I was just checking here on the back side on the thing and the what you call it here to make sure we were all set. Excuse me, for Christmas. What's Christmas? Am I boycotting Christmas too, Mom? Is that your question? I don't know. Listen, I don't know what Christmas has. 8-1, but at 8 p.m. when they brought us, oh, your children brought you dinner. Okay, all right, I see you. Good morning, Sister Yune. Sister Yune been giving me the business on this words game that she been playing with me. She been treating my life on here like, here, Pastor, I'm gonna show you ain't as good as you think you are. Bam! I'm gonna show you ain't as good. Sister Yune, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Your picture here. Okay. All right. Just a quick show, just so I know where we are. Make sure we understanding each other. Just type in the chat. What time are you coming back again? Just tell me. I want to hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What time? We're coming back at. I'm gonna type it in here so you can see. 11:03. Oh yes. Okay. So I see some people just chimed in. So no, this is not church. Church comes on at 11:03 today. We had a we had one of our teammates on Sunday tested positive for coronavirus, and we found out yesterday. And so our entire team has been or is being tested, or the team that's there on Sundays is being tested, and we all are isolating. And so our service is a rebroadcast that's coming on at 11. Be ye not dismayed. I'm feeling fine. We feeling fine. But come back at 11:30 and join us for worship service. And we will be there And it shalt be a blessing for us. Member of Fairfield Baptist Church under the leadership of Pastor Michael Benton. Give greetings to Pastor Benton. He doesn't know me, but give greetings to him. Oh, Sister Jackie Rouse, Sister Porter says Jackie Rouse has started a conversation about the vaccine. Is the no, not 11:30, Sister Jones, 11:03. Jackie Rouse is having a conversation about the vaccine. Sister Porter, text that to me or information about that so that when that time comes, we can make sure people are aware of it. Let's boycott Christmas gifts and celebrate Jesus' first coming instead. I'm all for boycotting Christmas gifts because it means I don't have to buy them. So yes, 11:03, not 11:30. Be ye not dismayed. Yes, again. I need to shave my head, that's for sure. Not trying to be stylish or to do brand recognition with the Nike emblem, trying to cover up an unshaved head. And those of us who have lost hair before understand what it's like to be spotty and patchy on top of your head. So I'm concealing it. Listen, friends, I will see you all in 23 minutes. 23 minutes. You can come back here to YouTube. 23 minutes. You can come back here to Facebook, and we will be live. And you can join us for church. 11:03 is when service starts. In fact, I think it's showing up on Facebook as a thing, as a saver to let us know it. Let me go to my post for a second here. Yes, it's there. 11:03. You can't see it. Okay, it's difficult to show it. Either way. All right, people. Thank you so much, Sister Sheree. I will see you all in a second, in 20 minutes. Love you all. Be encouraged, and we will see you soon.